A good place to start is the contemporary definition of a pressure injury. And this is defined as localised damage to the skin and/or underlying tissue as a result of pressure or pressure in combination with shear. Pressure injuries usually occur over a bony prominence, but may also be related to a medical device or other object. We also note additionally that pressure injuries are largely preventable. They can result in significant morbidity and are occasionally fatal. They cause significant suffering and reduced quality of life, sometimes for extended periods. They are time-consuming to manage and can be very costly. In relation to the incidence and prevalence of pressure injuries, we know that pressure injuries occur in all settings, from acute care down to home care environments. The reported pressure injury incidence and prevalence vary significantly, and for that fact, I'm not going to refer to specific prevalence and injury data. However, pressure injury incidence is used as a quality of care indicator. And this pressure injury incidence can attract financial and/or regulatory penalties for healthcare providers, particularly organisations and institutions. And finally, it's very important to remember that preventing and managing pressure injuries is everyone's responsibility and is a whole of health issue, not just the responsibility of one group of healthcare professionals. So, how does a pressure injury develop? There are two main forces in pressure injury development. There is pressure, which exerts a perpendicular force, and shear or tissue deformation forces, which exert pressure in a parallel manner. This causes damage to cells, vasculature, and tissues, which leads to eventual destruction and death of tissues. When we've got that damage to cells, vasculature, and tissues, what is happening is that there can be direct damage to cellular structure, distortion of adjacent and underlying vasculature, reduction in nutrients to the tissues, obstruction of the lymphatics, which leads to inflammation and edema, and then ischemia and reperfusion injury.